Babe, the holidays, such a stressful affair.
Did you bring Yaya her slippers? Thank you so much. Oh, that's so sweet. I have a group of friends that I get together with, and we are called the 4 Gens because we are each in a different generation. I absolutely love these ladies. And so my mom is in her 80s, and then the next one is in her 70s, the next one's in her 60s, and I'm in my 50s, and it's just so much fun. But this time we're going to be making something to go on the door, holiday little Christmas thing. So we try to get together once a month, and we'll do lunch and play games or make a craft or something. So I'll show you what's going on there. I had to wear my red sweater to represent Christmas, and I've got my girls get together right now, and we're gonna make some wreaths. I'm super excited. The 4 Gens doing their thing, and we are making gluten-free waffles, and hopefully they love them as much as I do. I just want to say I have the best daughter-in-law. I was running late and she put the stuff in the car for me, and she started my car. She turns on the heater because it's cold outside, and she even remembers to turn on my steering wheel warmer. I mean, it just doesn't get much better than that. Plus, she treats my son really well, and that, in my book, even if she didn't like me, if my daughter-in-law treats my son well, big thumbs up. But we're friends, so she even put my water in the car, and I would have forgotten this. So I love her. I want to say this too because it's just so near and dear to my heart. I had a close-knit family growing up, and we're still close. And so many times when your children get married, it causes a rift. You know, maybe the in-laws don't like you, or it just doesn't work out, and then you don't get together as much, and you have compromised relationships. And last night I was in my bed working, doing stuff on my computer, and my daughter-in-law comes in and she's reading this book, and she comes in and she sits in bed with me while she's reading her book. I'm like, we're friends, and it just blesses my heart. And it's just something that I'm so thankful for. So as I try to give gratitude every day, that's at the top of my list right now. Look at her cute wreath. We had to come see her tree. Say hi. Look how cozy. She's got the fire going. Yes. So fun. And we've got to get to making breakfast. We're all celebrating. Oh dear.
That's right.
She's got on her cute.
Good morning. It's Cardinal Day.
I know it.
So this is Marilyn, and this is Barbara, and you guys know my mom.
You know who I am? Who are you sending this
and
to?
we are
we going to be famous?
Yep, we are the 4 Gens.
The 4 Gens.
That's right, 4 Gens. There you go.
4 Gens, yeah.
Yes.
Table is so pretty.
Do enough.
You're the cream in my pot.
You got it.
So we are going to take some homemade applesauce to my uncle. He has gone to a solid food diet. He is 93.
Yes.
And I just want to tell you that making your own homemade applesauce is so easy. As long as your apples are good and they are right, it tastes so much better than store-bought. And it's just apples, I like cinnamon in mine, and water. That's it. I do mine in an Instant Pot. You can do yours in a crock pot, 4.5 hours. And you don't have to blend if you like the chunks. I personally like the chunks. My grandbaby does not like the chunks, so I use an immersion blender and I break that up. You can make it as smooth as you want. I put it in the Instant Pot. It takes 30 minutes. It pressures up 10, pressures down 10, and I have a little reel somewhere out there on this, but it is super simple, super delicious, and that's one of the things that we're doing. But we're also going to go home and make some blueberry muffins for my aunt. This will last for 1,000 years, and so you have a nice supply. And I get my rice this way. I have oats in buckets like this too, and I love it. And so this is, wheat berries are a great thing because if you were down and out, you have something to eat. This is 1.5 cups, and I need 2 1/4 cups, and that's probably gonna grind to about 2 1/4 cups. It fluffs up. This is my grinder. I have had this for years, and you can grind anything in here that's not oily. You wouldn't do flax seeds in here or coffee beans because that oil will mess up the machine, but you can certainly do wheat berries. And so I'm just gonna pour these right here. Fresh flour right here.
Whoa, that's neat.
It is so neat, and oh my goodness, so light and fluffy,
Fluffy.
and warm. So I'm going to be using 2 1/4 cups of flour, and I'm going to put that in my dry bowl. 1 teaspoon of salt, and then 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And you want to make sure that your products don't have aluminum in them. Aluminum can have everything to do with Alzheimer's. And then we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And now we're gonna do 3/4 cup of sucanat. So sucanat is sugar cane natural. Sucanat has only been dehydrated, that's it. So it still retains the minerals. And anytime that we are taking things in food, we wanna make sure that it has nourishment. If it's not nourishing our body, then it's having a negative response. It has a total different response in blood sugar spike. It is slower because it has something to do to digest that mineral. So that's why we're using this. Last but not least is flaxseed, and I've got to grab it real quick. This is very rich in fiber, and if you hear any of my stuff, I'm constantly pushing fiber. We need more fiber in our body, fiber in our life, and first of all, the wheat has a great amount of fiber. And what is so good about wheat berries is that that fiber doesn't just relieve the waste in the center of the colon, but it actually scrubs down the sides, and so that's removing toxic waste, very important. Flax seeds, the same. And so we're getting some good omega-3s, we're getting great fiber. Those oils are very nourishing, great for our skin. I buy bulk, and so I get this big container of flax, and whoops, I just made a mess. And I actually should get more because I go through this so fast. And look how pretty those are, nice. And I like the golden, you know, it also comes in like a red, but I prefer the golden. And I just put it in my magic bullet. You do not want to grind your flax until you're ready to eat it, because once it's released, that will dissipate. The nutrients will dissipate. It will oxidize because of the air within 3 days. So you'll still get fiber if you're getting flax from the store and it's already ground, but I want the nutrients and I want those healthy omega-3s. And so you want to make sure that you are fresh grinding your flax. If there's a little more, that's okay. Oh. 1 egg, 1 cup of buttermilk, 1/2 cup of butter, and you can use coconut oil. And I've done this. I've done half butter, half coconut oil, all butter, and it all tastes fabulous. You can switch out the egg for a flax egg, and you can switch out the buttermilk for plant-based. I like this size scoop. It's the large scoop, and it's perfect for the muffin cup size. Fresh ground wheat, super healthy, and I've done my own research, so there's a lot of stuff to contradict and to come against that, but all you can know is when you're doing something and you feel great, it must be working, right? I am taking them some nutritious blueberry muffins, and they are so good, so addicting, and we might have to have one. Love your hair.
When you leave tomorrow?
Love your hair. Yeah. I'll have you close out this vlog.
Bye everyone.
Goodbye. Close us out.
Peace out.